What is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiXi here, coming to you guys with a 6 Samurai deck profile for the November 2015 ban list. So hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, guys. And the good news is that, of course, Xian is now off the ban list. But the bad news is, of course, what is it? Gateway is still banned. And of course, reinforcement of the army is now at 1. So now this deck is gonna struggle a little bit, but it's okay, guys. 6 Samurais is still gonna function the way it functions. They're still gonna spam, of course, and of course they're gonna do what they do best. Of course, bring first turn Xian. And I know that I just said of course about 10 times, but I'm sorry, and I want you guys to love me. So without further ado, guys, let's get started with this 6 Samurai deck profiles. And of course, guys, in this deck list, I am gonna still only be playing 2 Xians. In my personal opinion, playing 3 Xians in this deck won't even matter. I'm sorry to break it to you guys. I'm a 6 Samurai fan as well, and of course to all 6 Samurai fans out there, 3 Xians will not do anything into the side deck, but not into the side deck, but of course to the extra deck. But it's just gonna clog if you just definitely play 3 Xians. You're more than likely not even gonna bring out 3 Xians in the first place unless Gateway is now back at 2. But Gateway is still banned, so of course it wouldn't really do anything if you're playing triple Xian in the deck. Playing triple Xian in the deck, in my personal opinion, would just be in waste of an extra deck space. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to offend any 6 Samurai players out there, but you know what? It's really good news that Xian is now at 3 and he's off the ban list. But you know what? Playing 3 Xian is just not necessary, in my personal opinion. So without further ado, guys, let's go with this 6 Samurai deck profile. I'll explain to you guys all my card choices as I progress through the deck profile. So without further ado, guys, let's get started with this deck profile. Start with the monsters. I'm gonna do the level 4s this time first. Of course, triple Kazan, your spammer of the deck. You know what? Since reinforcer of the army is now at 1, the only main search card that you want to search out with Rhoda is of course Kazan. And I just pray that they'll just bring back Gateway at least to 1, so we can add our 6 Samurai monsters from our graveyard or our deck to our hand. So you know what? Please, Konami, bring back Gateway. Let's go. Let's see if Konami can notice this video, and let's see if we can get tons of likes so Konami supports that Gateway should come back into TCG. Alright, so of course, triple Kazan. Amazing. 1 Grandmaster to accompany the Kazan is because you play asceticism, and of course, if 1 Kazan is 2100 attack, you can bring back Grandmaster from the deck. So that's what's really, really good. And if you guys don't know that, Kazan is the younger version of Grandmaster. So look at that. Look, they're basically alike. But Kazan is just like, you know, 1,000 years old, 1,000 years younger than Grandmaster. So 1 Grandmaster, and the reason being why I play Grandmaster in the deck is because you can go ranks level 7 synchro monsters with of course Grandmaster, and sometimes you really need to go into that Black Rose, or you really need to go into that Clear Wing Single Dragon. So Grandmaster is very, very essential for that aspect. Being able to just get access to your ranks at level 7 synchro monster is very, very good. And of course, guys, I'll show you guys all my other monsters. You play 1 Inishi, the MVP of the deck, of course, the best 6 Samurai monster. He basically bounces back face-up monsters on the field. So Inishi is really, really good, and he becomes 2200 beater on the board. So next we got the Sanji, the walking catastrophe of the deck. So Sanji is really, really good. Next, we play double Kageki, double Elder, and of course, triple Kagemusha of the 6 Samurais. And this pretty much rounds out for our 6 Samurai monster lineup of the deck. And of course, the reason being why I don't play Great Shogun Xian for the 100th time, guys, I always have to explain Great Shogun Xian. The reason why I don't play him in the deck is because he requires too much to summon. You know what? Most of the time, during late game or mid game, if you control 2 6 Samurai monsters on board and you top deck a Great Shogun Xian, it actually sucks. I always get that feeling all the time with Grandmaster. So imagine how bad it is with Grandmaster. Can you imagine how worse or even more bad? Can you imagine how worse it'll be if you were able to draw Great Shogun Xian late game while you control no 6 Samurai monsters at all? So of course, Grandmaster is already bad in that aspect, since sometimes you will not have 6 Samurai monsters on board. So of course, Grandmaster requires a less requirement than Great Shogun Xian, and of course his effect is definitely better, since when he's destroyed by a card effect, you're able to recycle back your 6 Samurai monsters from the graveyard. And of course, Great Shogun Xian just requires way too much. 2 is too much. Most of the time, you're more than likely only gonna have a Xian on board anyways. Xian, or of course Barkion or Xian and then Churi Beast. So you're not gonna likely have two or more 6 Samurai monster on board, and most of the time when you have 2 or more on board, you're more than likely going to synchro anyways. So Great Shogun Xian, in the end of the day, is gonna be a dead draw, and it's gonna be a waste of a card in the deck. And of course, guys, by the way, if you control Great Shogun Shin and Shion on board, and Shin negates the activation of a spell, your opponent can definitely still activate another spell from their hand. So, you know, Great Shogun isn't even that great anyways. So that's pretty much it for our lineup. And I'll explain to you guys why I play 2 Elders. And of course, 2 Elders in the deck is because you play triple asceticism for consistency, since of course reinforcement of the army is now at 1. You want to see asceticisms in your first turn opening hand as much as possible. So that's pretty much it for our monster lineup. Now off to our spells. You play, of course, the 1 Rhoda. Triple Shein Smoke Signal. Absolutely amazing. Next you play, of course, triple asceticism of the 6 Samurais. This is really good. The standard lineup that you need. Of course, next you play, of course, triple 6 Samurai United. Your draw power of the deck. Of course, your basically your pot of greed of the deck. So 6 Samurai United is very, very good in that aspect. And these are pretty much all your searchers. Asceticism can be serve as a searcher. Shin Smoke Signal is, of course, and Rhoda are all searchers as well. And of course, 6 Samurai United basically helps you dig deeper into your deck for more of your combo plays. So if I see a first turn United, I'm usually so happy to see United. United is just absolutely amazing. It's triple United, 1 Regeki, 1 Soul Charge. Soul Charge is really great in this deck since because it has tons and tons of utility. That's why I love about Soul Charge. Really, really good. Essentially, you can make first turn Nat Beast and first turn Shein first turn with, of course, the 1 Soul Charge. Absolutely amazing. And last but not least, I played the 1 Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is really, really good in this deck since you're able to bring out Norden and, of course, revive back your 6 Samurai monster. And you can make a rank 4 XYZ play from that. And it's really, really good in that aspect. Or, of course, you can bring back your Kagemusha and Synchro Summon into a Goyle Guardian and things like that. So Instant Fusion is another great addition into the deck. It can basically revive any of your 6 Samurai monsters. And, of course, it can revive back Kagemusha the Tuner, revive back the Kazan, and things like that, revive back the Kiyaki and things like that. So it's really, really good. And essentially, you can make a Trishula with, of course, Instant Fusion and Kagemusha. So it's really, really good. That's pretty much it for our spell line of the deck. That's pretty much it for our spells. Now off to our traps. You play, of course, 2 double-edged sword techniques. This card is absolutely amazing. This card is able to revive back 2 of your 6 Samurai monsters, helping you get into a quicker access to your synchros, and of course XYZs. So that's why I really, really like about double-edged sword technique. And as of course he's able to apply more pressure on board. That's why I love double-edged sword. And of course a new addition that I added to the deck is, of course, I played the 1 Call of the Haunted. You guys may think that this is odd, but Call of the Haunted is absolutely amazing. Mostly late game, 6 Samurais have a tough time top decking. Back in the day, the only best top deck that 6 Samurais can top deck is, of course, a Monster Reborn. So if you top deck a Call of the Haunted, you can essentially set a Call of the Haunted, activate Call of the Haunted during your opponent's turn, revive back your Shein and things like that. So Call of the Haunted is very, very good in that aspect. Being able to just revive back any of your monsters from your graveyard, and of course apply damage on board is absolutely amazing. So you know what, they basically serve as the same purpose as double-edged sword. So let's say you double-edged sword Kagemusha and Kageki, you bring out, of course, a what is it called? You bring out a Shein, you call it Haunted again for another Shein, you bring back 2 Sheins on board. So that's really, really good if you guys were to think about it that way. Of course, he's able to revive back your Naturia Barkion, Naturia Beast, and things like that. Call the Haunted is very, very good. You guys test it out. Just test it out, guys. If you guys don't believe me how good Call the Haunted is. It basically serves as a Monster Reborn of the deck. And of course, your Monster Revivals of the deck is, of course, Instant Fusion, Call the Haunted, and of course, Soul Charge. So the more Monster Revival you have, the better you are in consistency, of course. So 6 Samurais, you always want to have monsters on board. So these cards just revive back your monsters, and it's very, very important to get access to your monsters. So Call of the Haunted is amazing. Next, of course, you play the 1 Save Zone. I always play Save Zone in 6 Samurais is because I explained that it's important to always keep a 6 Samurai monster on board, no matter what monster it is, and protecting it with Save Zone is very important. And of course, Save Zone is used as a stall tactic, and of course, it protects your monster from being destroyed by battle or things like that. So, and of course, the monster cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent card effects. Or destroyed by battle. So Save Zone is really, really good. Another way that you can utilize Save Zone is that if your opponent MSCs this face down Save Zone, you can flip the Save Zone and target one of your opponent's monsters, and of course Save Zone will be destroyed, and the monster will be destroyed as well. So Save Zone is really, really good in that aspect. 1 Boundless Trap Hole, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, 1 Solemn Warning. Now off to our battle traps or things like that, if you guys were to call it battle traps. 1 Dimensional Prison. This card is really good. I feel like the 1-for-1 removal is very, very crucial. So the 1D prison is great. Next you play, of course, the triple Fiendish Shane and the 1 Breakthrough Skill. The only thing that this deck loses to is monster effects. And you know what? Since the game has evolved so much, every single deck now revolves around monster effects. So Fiendish Shanes and of course Breakthrough Skill will help you deal with that. And it's really, really good. one breakthrough and triple Phoenix Chain. And last but not least, you play, of course, double Mirror Force in the main deck, in my personal opinion. I feel like, you know, protecting your Shien and protecting your 6 samurai monsters is very, very crucial in this deck. And most of the time, you might not have first turn Shien, since, of course, Rhoda is now at 1. So the consistency of this deck will now lower a bit. So of course, protecting your monster on board is really important. So sometimes you'll open up with, of course, a Kagemusha on board. You'll just set it. That's only if you have no other, if you don't have Kageki or, of course, an asceticism. You just set Kagemusha and set all your back rows and protect your Kagemusha until you draw into your Kageki and things like that. So you're able to add, you know, so Mirror Force is able to help you protect your monsters, and that's why I love playing the Mirror Force. Some of you guys may disagree that Mirror Force may not be good in 6 Samurais, but you know what? It's really, really good since it's able to help you protect your Shien. Believe it or not, Shien is really, really, really weak since it's only 2,500 beater on board. So Mirror Force just helps protect Shien, and same purpose as Phoenix Chain. It helps protect Shiens by, of course, negating the monster effect. And the reason why you would play Phoenix Chain over Breakthrough Skill, since of course Phoenix Chain stops the monster from attacking. So it's able to help you stall and, of course, protect your monster from being destroyed by battle. So of course, that's pretty much it for our trap line of the deck, and we do play a 40 card deck. That's pretty much it. Now off to our side deck. Side deck is very self-explanatory. Side deck is very, very standard. So side deck consists of course, triple Mystical Space Typhoon. Side deck is always up to personal preference, but this is a rough draft of what I have for you guys. Triple MST, triple Max C, double Debunk, screw you Psy-Frame, screw you Cosmos, triple Imperial Iron Wall. You wanted to wreck the Cosmo matchup. Triple Lightning Prism Mirror. Cosmo is going to be one of the best decks in the next coming format. So these guys go into Cosmos, and Maxis goes into Cosmos. So screw you Cosmos. And last but not least, one Fairy Wind for the Pendulum matchup. That's pretty much it for our side deck. Now off to our extra deck. We play, of course, double Shien. Shien is always going to be good at 2. And as I said before in the beginning of the video, 3 Shiens is not necessary in the extra deck since, of course, space is very, very crucial. So double Shien is all you need in my personal opinion. Really good. 1 Amadis, 1 Naturia Beast, and of course 1 Naturi Barkion. I had these guys since forever. Like these, the 4 couple right here, I never traded in. So the first time I made 6 Samurais, I always kept these 4. I kept the DTs and of course the Ultimate Rare Shiens. So it's really, really good. These guys are my buddies since day 1. So really, really good. So double Shien, Beast Barkion, Armadis, 1 Gora Guardian, 1 Black Rose, since you're able to go into it, 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Really, really good. Clears, you bring out Shien and Clearwing. These 2 are basically the dynamic duo. If you're able to bring out Beast, Shien, and Clearwing Synchro, you pretty much have game. Clearwing Synchro negates effects. Shien, of course, negates spells and traps, and the Tree Beast negates spells and traps as well. So that's what's really, really good about this board. So Clearwing is really good. I just decided to play these 2 level 7 since you're able to get. It all depends on the situation that you're in, whether or not you're able to bring out Black Rose or Clearwing Synchro. Clearwing Synchro Dragon. If you have a Shien on board, you don't want to go into a Black Rose Dragon. That's because that's basically a suicide for your own Shien. So you'll want to go into your Clearwing Synchro Dragon. And of course, last but not least, 1 Trishula. Since you're able to go into Trish, of course, the combo for Trish is, of course, you need these guys, and you're able to go into Trish. Or if you have Instant Fusion, where's my Instant Fusion? If you have Instant Fusion and a Norden, where's Norden? Where the heck is the Norden? This is so bad, guys. I'm so unprepared. What is? Oh, where's the Norden? This is. Okay, I'll show you guys all my monsters. So basically, all you need is, of course, Instant Fusion or Kagemusha to make to make a Trish. So what you basically do is, where's my Norden? This is terrible. Let me get it for you guys. Here it is. Here's Norden. Here it is. Look at that. I made a disgusting mess. Okay, guys. So what you do is, of course, you activate Instant Fusion. You summon Norden. Of course, Norden will bring back a level 3 Elder or Kageki. And of course, you summon Kagemusha, and then you go into your Trish. Things like that. So it's basically basic combo plays. So that's pretty much it for our synchros. 1 Trish, YuGiOh, Clearwing, Black Rose, Shien, double Shien, Beast Barkion, and of course, Armadis. And now off to our XYZs. You play 1 Castel. No, double Castel. I felt like Castel is amazing. The only reason why I wanted to play 2 Castel is because in replacement of course, the Exciton Knight. I know Exciton, it's really sad that he had to go. 1 Dweller. 1 number 101, 1 Excalibur, one Gaga Cowboy, and last but not least, one Norden. And I believe this is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, since it's 16, I'm so bad. Yeah, only one Castell. Only one Castell. That's pretty much it for our XYZ line of the deck. That was terrible, guys. I actually thought that I always had 15, but you know, adding the extra card would always makes me confused. So of course, one Norden, Gaga Cowboy, and Heroic Champion Excalibur, and things like that. So Excalibur is really good since able to put 4,000 damage on board. Silent Anarch is really great since able to rob your opponent's monster, and Castell is really good since it's able to bounce back face-up cards and bounce back problematic cards on the board. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about this 6 Samurai deck profile. Please give this video a thumbs up, and of course, this is Sam from Team Samurai, Sam signing out. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, guys. Peace out, guys.